Can a convicted felon change? A program at Green Bay's prison aims to help inmates learn from their actions and also prepare them for life after the cell block. NBC 26's Alex Hagan takes us to a unique classroom inside the prison where that change is taking place. It's tonight's special assignment.
The program is called Challenges and Possibilities, a 3-month class enrolling about 30 inmates. Facilitators have a goal in mind, and that is to make sure once they leave, they never return. Thousands drive by every day on 172. We see it, but few know what goes on inside. A maximum security prison with more than 1,000 convicted felons locked in a cell 22 hours a day for crimes such as homicide and sexual assault.
I made the selfish decision to do the crimes that I did, and that's what took me away from my family.
Inmates like C.J. Johnson tend to feel alone in a prison environment.
This isn't the way to live, you know.
Same for Tyler Titke, but it's behind Group Room 2 in the prison where some of those men learn to cope with their surroundings.
Realize the consequences of what you've done.
And take responsibility for what they've done.
I had 14 years to think about that, man. And it's hard to come to terms with.
My initial thought, that's what it is, and that's all it's going to be.
It's in that room Titke and Johnson, both in for armed robbery, experience a change. And it's in that room where 30 different inmates for 3 months, twice a year, are not forgotten.
They feel generally like they've been thrown away, that nobody cares.
Jack Dorff and his colleagues make the best of their situation.
We put them through a process of reflection and what they're going through and whatever.
Bringing in guest speakers such as judges and crime victims. 80 to 90% of those who take the class improve in their decision making.
The security and the well-being of the inmates, everything seems to improve.
But will this prevent inmates from going back to prison, as 93% of them in Green Bay will get out at some point?
Making that cognitive change happen in these folks.
Jim Golembeski of Bay Area Workforce Development, also a guest speaker for the class, says the recidivism rate in Wisconsin is around 30%, which is costly. $31,000 a year per inmate at Green Bay's prison. That's $34 million a year.
If we can reduce the recidivism rate, that's a huge return to the taxpayers.
And that's where this class comes into play, already putting a change into Titke and Johnson.
I'm not closed off, you know, I'm open to other people's opinions. I'm open to other suggestions now.
It made me look inside a little bit more.
So far, Green Bay is the only one with the program, but if it continues to make change,
Far more positive than not doing anything.
It seems this prison will be a shining example for others. Challenges and Possibilities started in 1997. The class invites about 60 guest speakers. As of right now, there is a long waiting list of more than 100 inmates waiting to take the class. Alex Hagan, NBC 26.
To find out more about convicts returning to prison in the state of Wisconsin, just head to our website, NBC26.com, and click on this story.